Dools!
Has.
Tenet has been delayed indefinitely. The Uncharted movie starts production and the Russo brothers reveal the next big Marvel series that they will helm. All that and more, but Dools, just roll the intro! One and all to another episode of the More Cops on Duty podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Harry. With me, of course, is the Joe to my Anthony Russo, Edward Dools Dooley. Dools, how you doing this fine day?
Woo! Yeah, good. Has good. Can't complain, mate. Just living it up. Still in the old WFH situation, working from home. Doing the right thing. I'm saving lives. Just sitting here. I'm saving them. As many as I can.
Brave. You're so brave.
Look, am I on the same kind of level as, our local first responders and soldiers? I mean, I'm up there, but
Jesus.
So
Jesus. Oh, you're such a
I'm doing my best. How are you?
Mate, I'm good. I'm excited for tonight. We're going to the old Cinemaroonie. We're going to go see Heat. One of the best films ever made. Best heist film, I think, by far ever made. Starring Robert De Niro, Al Pacino. So we're both very excited for that. I feel like there's been a lot to be excited for that happened in the last week of what we've seen, what we've been playing as well. But Dools, until we get to them, let's say that an average Joe stumbles upon the podcast More Cops on Duty on Spotify and has no idea what it is, what it entails. How would you describe it to this gentleman?
You've stumbled onto the dumpster fire of podcasts, and whether that's a good or bad thing is entirely up to you. Look, we don't take ourselves too seriously. We're here for a good time, not a long time. This podcast could end and be forgotten about and rebooted in a year's time at the drop of a fucking hat. All right, it could happen. We've done it 3 times before, so all I'm trying to say is, enjoy it while it lasts. Hop on, and don't look back.
Nice.
Thanks.
That was so morbid, but I appreciate it. As Dools was alluding to, we're Internet's #1 film, game and TV podcast. We post twice a week. Wednesday for your Prime show, which is today, and Friday for your more review discussion show. Find us on all your favourite streaming services and socials, yada, yada, yada. But Dools, before we get into the nitty-gritty, the news and the trivia that we like to do every single week, we like to start each and every podcast with what we've been watching, what we've been playing. Should I start, or do you want to start?
Yeah, you go. You go, Has.
Thanks, Dools. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Well, we both, we were planning on going to see a movie last Friday night. We're going to go see Blues Brothers. Because as you know, not many movies are being released around now. But a lot of the local cinemas are showing retro sort of films. Blues Brothers is one of my all-time favourite films. But we got there and it was sold out, Dools. Sold out. Which was, I think
Look, I mean,
it's good to see, though.
It's a good sign. Yeah, I mean, we did get there.
It's a very good sign.
We did get there pretty late. I mean, we probably should have booked ahead. Though we'd done so for the past films. So
it was on us. It's
Friday
fine.
night.
It's not like
I guess we could have.
It's on us.
You fucked up.
We went to another cinema. We caught The King of Staten Island, Judd Apatow's new film about Pete Davidson's life if he didn't get into comedy. That was referencing all his childhood and stuff, starring the man himself, Pete Davidson. I, for one, I really loved this film. I thought it was great. I haven't stopped raving about it since I walked out of the cinema. I was always I always liked Pete Davidson a lot. I like his comedy. It's very dry, very, not giving a fuck. But I just like his persona. It's so unique and stuff. So I walked into this movie knowing I'm going to like it, and I thought it lived up to everything that I wanted it to be. It's just a very light-hearted, fun, feel-good film by the end of it. Don't you reckon, Dawes? What do you think?
Yeah, light-hearted in some areas, also a little dour and not depressing, but I think just a pretty raw, grounded look at the life of I don't know, someone with no direction, and can definitely hit home if you're one of those people. I definitely sorry. So yeah, no, I thought it was really good. I think Judd Apatow more or less hits it out of the park most of the time with his comedies. That they're pretty safe comedies, but they always, they're always well written, and always get
It's a formula. It's definitely a formula.
Oh yeah, I mean, I can just tell what one of his movies are. Mind you, like sometimes they deviate from the formula and feel like they're two different films in one. Like this felt more reminiscent of Funny People as opposed to something like Knocked Up. So so it was like first half is like pretty silly, and then second half gets a bit more serious, and then they kind of the two meet each other in that third act kind of thing. So but I thought it was really good, not being too aware of who Pete Davidson is beyond like SNL and things like that. I thought he was great. I was surprised he could carry a film. Well, no, I mean he wasn't carrying it, but I mean he was the lead. He was driving it, and do so as effectively as he did. So yeah, I thought it was a great movie. And shout out to Bill Burr.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. We've got a plan to maybe do a review on it, like a full in-depth review on Friday, but we might actually, I was thinking about it, if you've got time on Friday to record Dools, I don't know if you're working from home on Friday, we could do like an in-depth review of the Xbox event.
Yeah, I think it's probably a good idea. I'm going to want to talk about Halo.
Yeah, exactly. And like King of Staten Island, there's not much more than to say what we said. It's a very lighthearted, feel-good film. It's all about it. It's a coming-of-age film. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But it's great. Go see it. Absolutely go see it and spend money on your cinemas. We've both started playing Ghost of Tsushima, PlayStation's new exclusive that's out, the last exclusive of the generation, made by Sucker Punch Studios, or Productions, Sucker Punch, who did Infamous, Sly Cooper. I started this game. It's all about feudal Japan, of course. You're playing as a samurai going through the island of Tsushima as it's being overrun by the Mongols. I started this game, I was about like a couple hours in. I'm like, it's good. And then like I'm probably about 20 to 30 hours in. I'm still on the first island. Therethere's 3 islands. I'm up to the second, but I'm still hanging around the first just to complete everything. I'm obsessed with this game.
Yeah.
Like right now I'm just thinking about playing it. Like it's the combat is awesome. I like Jin. I don't fully love him yet because he's just like a pretty Jin's the main character, of course. He's the pretty two-dimensional character at first, but all the side characters are awesome. I love all these different tribes you go to. I think it's awesome. It's beautiful and the combat is stunning. But yeah, like you've been playing Ghost so far, Dools. Like how far are you through it? What are you thinking? What's your first impressions?
Yeah, look, it's quite good. The game is stunning. I mean, it looks absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Like when you start it up and it transitions from that title screen into you running through that field of flowers and everything on your horse. Like it's just gorgeous. And I mean it's really raised the bar for environments and like dynamic weather and things like that. So yeah, it's just awesome to look at. In terms of gameplay, I mean, like, yeah, the combat's a lot of fun. It's like, it feels a little bit like Sekiro and Arkham for me. I know you haven't played Sekiro, but I mean, it definitely feels a little bit like Arkham, where it doesn't have a traditional lock-on, but you kind of just attack in the direction. I know a lot of people are annoyed that there isn't a lock-on, but I don't know, bro, playing with it, I feel like a lock-on will restrict you and not have you be as flexible in combat and, make you move as quickly. Like, I think it definitely suits the fact that you're a samurai.
I was annoyed at first. Like, I was just like, why isn't there a lock-on? I literally had the same thought. And then, like, played for another hour. I'm like, no, I like this. It makes you, like, feel more free-flowing. And you're like, you've got complete freedom in how you fight. I thought that, I like it. I like it a lot.
So it's an open world game. And as for being another entry in the open world genre, it doesn't really reinvent the wheel, so to speak. I feel like a lot of games, if you're going to be an open world game from now on, like next gen games really need to, do a lot of work and prove that they should be open world. And, the bar has been set and not even remotely being close to being touched again since Red Dead 2, in my opinion. And so, I mean, it's a little formulaic and generic in that sense, but I think the setting and the combat really does help it a lot. Because, I mean, like...
That's fair.
Yeah. So, because I'm pretty jaded with things like Assassin's Creed and Far Cry. So I mean, but this is like a breath of fresh air. Just with this, I mean, we have not got this setting before. So
I agree.
Yeah, it's it's great.
There's definitely formulaic elements to it. Like you clear camps, there's escort missions, there's tail missions, totally. Like, but I don't know, like the setting is amazing. The way it plays is so much fun. Like, just even you're just riding across a field and you see just a group of Mongols and you can stand off with them. How it gets super cinematic and everything. I do it every single time. I haven't been tired of it yet. And I'm like,
it's a lot of fun.
Through. It's so good. But we'll probably, once we finish it, we'll do an in-depth review, spoiler cast like what we did with Last of Us. That's probably going to take us a couple of weeks if we're being honest. It's pretty huge.
It's a big game, yeah.
But other than that, I've been continuing the MCU binge with my roommate. We just watched Infinity War last night. I'll update you when we've finished all Phase 3 about where he ranks everything. But yeah, that's me. What have you been up to, Dawes?
Yeah, so other than Ghost, just still watching Always Sunny. I mean, it's just a great show to just watch every now and then. So, watch 2 or 3 episodes here and there. It just gets more and more insane. I mean, I can't believe I'm not even halfway through as well. I'm up to like season 6 now, and it's just hard to believe that I think they go into their 15th this year or maybe 14th. But yeah, no, it's just an awesome show. I'm loving it. Also, yeah, I mean, besides the movies, besides King of Staten Island, finished Dark Souls, which is good. Beat the shit out of that. And
was it satisfying?
Sorry?
Was it satisfying?
It was. Yeah, I mean, it's tough as hell, and but that's the whole hook. Like just overcoming the difficulty hurdles, and which we know you weren't able to do in the end, but that's all right. So yeah, I feel like should we segue into the news?
Yep, give me a jingle, Dawes.
It's the news of the week. I mean, what the fuck do you want from me?
Dawes, let's start off with something that's got you a bit sad. Tenet has officially been delayed indefinitely. We saw this coming a long way off. That's the worst way to say it. It was coming. We didn't expect it to be released in the matter of weeks. We were even discussing it last time we went to the cinemas. That were like, this isn't coming out. Like, just the state of the world at the moment, it's just not right. And especially a couple of days before it was delayed, there was a report that it might not be allowed to release in China because of the China coronavirus cinema rules of like a film can only be so much length for people to be in that enclosed space. And Tenet would have been over that. So if it opened now, it wouldn't have opened in China. So I reckon that's also part of the main reason why we're like, all right, we're just going to wait till this all finishes. But Dools, it just like things just keep getting delayed. There's also I'm not sure if you read this. Don't wanna put some terror in your eyes, but there's leaks from the Universal that No Time to Die might come out around June next year now.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Where'd you see this?
I saw an article on Screen Rant that Universal and MGM...
I'll stop you right there. That's that is up there with one of the most unreliable sources, but still, I do believe it.
Yeah, but like, is it coming out? Like, you think about it, like even the same thing with China now, because China and America are the biggest box office reigns for Western films.
Well,
and if it can't release in China,
I wouldn't be surprised if a single, I really don't know if any big blockbuster will be released still this year. I don't know if like a brand new one. I think it's probably more likely than not that happens, and it's just incredibly depressing.
Just is what it is at the moment, man. Like, we've got to keep safe, I guess. And also, like, it is a business at the end of the day that, like, they can't just release it and not release in China and also have America be a fucking wasteland because they don't understand basic hygiene. It just is what it is, but it sucks.
I think, what do you think about this? Is this the time for independent films to shine and not have to compete with the bigger movies?
100%. I reckon
is it the
King
time
of Staten Island is going to pop off.
So, like, films... studios like... what's that one that... A24.
A24. Yeah.
I feel like this is their moment. Like,
Yeah, you should watch the trailer for Waves. I reckon you would really like it, and it's still on at the cinema.
oh yeah, does that have Michael Sterling Brown or whatever his name is?
Yeah.
Sterling K. Brown.
Yeah, Sterling K. Brown.
I don't know where
yeah.
I'm getting the Michael from. Yeah, okay, yeah, that is. I think that is meant to be quite good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah,
But
for sure.
that's a great point. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, because majority of they don't release it for box office numbers. They release it for like overall streaming numbers as well. Independent films. This has it could bring more focus to them. 110%. That's a great way to put it. I'm more interested in how the Oscars are going to go next year as well. They're going to just cancel them. You can't give it to Sonic the Hedgehog.
No, you can't do that, but you could give it Bad Boys for Life.
You could.
Also, I saw a tweet the other day. So it's just like it was like in response to the Tenet delay. So it's like, so Bad Boys for Life is really going to win the box office race this year, and it is. It's looking like it will.
Did it beat? Because it went pretty high.
I'm not mad
Did
about
it beat
that though.
Invisible Man? Did it beat Invisible Man?
Oh, I'm sure it would have. Yeah, surely.
Yeah, surely, because I'll look that up. Surely. Though.
So that's depressing and hilarious all at the same time. So I mean, you got to imagine like films like Dune. I guess they'll have to be edged out.
Destroyed Invisible Man. Invisible Man just had 130 mil box office, which is huge from a $7 million budget. Huge. But Bad Boys for Life clocked over 400 million.
Oh well.
Good on it. What a great movie.
So it'll be real interesting to see. So I mean, the next one lined up is Milan, and that's one of their big. Whether it squeezes into this new, I hadn't heard of this thing about the film duration rule in China, but whether it squeezes into that or not will obviously be largely dependent on whether it still sticks to its early September release date. So yeah. But yeah, I think I'm betting on no big new blockbuster films coming out till next year when when movie going can more or less return to normal, because I mean you're not going to see big enough profit.
I agree. Back still on the delay train in terms of other news with delays. The Conjuring 3 subtitle is The Devil Made Me Do It has officially been delayed till June next year, which I'm a bit down about. I'm really looking forward to it. I've read an idea of what the story's about. It's awesome. It's more of like a court case, sort of like a crime drama, and it's about a woman that claims that she was possessed by the devil in terms of committing a murder. I think that's an awesome idea, and apparently that's it's a true story as well, which I'm fully into.
So it won't be a horror film, or will there be flashbacks or something when she's describing stuff?
It will be a horror film, but it'll be like the aftermath of a horror film sort of thing, and then there'll be probably flashbacks and stuff. Yeah.
Interesting.
Be interesting. Very, very interesting. But that's of course now been delayed again. Like, makes sense. It's sad to see. Let's get on to more lighthearted, more jovial sort of things, Dools. First image of Godzilla vs. Kong was released. I sent it to you. It looks awesome. Like, you can taste the popcorn in your mouth just by looking at that fucking image. It looks awesome. There's like the big like warship in the middle, and then Godzilla and Kong are just going at it in the middle of the screen. It looks awesome. Well, because you're a big King Kong fan, you're a big Godzilla fan, you're a monster movies boy. What are you expecting out of this?
Yeah, I'm definitely more of a Godzilla fan. I'm just a fan of the monster himself. I think it's just cool. King Kong, not so much. I mean, his movies are great. I like the Peter Jackson King Kong, and the newer iteration, Skull Island, is actually really good as well.
Still need to see it.
So, and that's obviously the Kong that is going to be represented in this movie. It's a popcorn flick, that's for sure. I get huge BVS vibes from it. So I mean, and dude, I couldn't it was just obviously I'm not the only person thinking this, but I think if you remember in Godzilla 2, King of Monsters, they hinted at the mech Ghidorah, or the whatever the name of the 3-headed dragon monster was that Godzilla fought, and there was like, I think you saw a little thing at the end. Sorry, you might hear a fucking helicopter flying over by.
Yeah, Ghidorah, yeah.
So, and then I think there was like a brief scene, maybe in the post credits or something, that hinted at the army or whatever this covert division was that was hunting Godzilla, and they were like in the process of creating a mech Ghidorah. So based on that monster that Godzilla killed. My guess is, and I think this is a real safe prediction, it's first half is Godzilla and King Kong fighting each other, and then they team up in the end to fight this fucking mech monster. And I'm all in.
It sounds great, doesn't
it?
Yeah. It sounds
It sounds actually a lot of fun.
Yeah, like we're there for it. Like we saw, what was the last one? Godzilla King of Monsters?
Yeah.
That was great.
That was good.
We
saw that like 3 months early as well.
Oh, dude, that was insane. Like, at my last job, I got a free screening ticket to go see this, like, literally 3 months before it came out, and I told Dools, and Dools was like, you do whatever you fucking need to get me in that cinema.
And you did, and you did.
I did, and we're walking in, and we bump into the one person we didn't want to bump into in the world, which is the CEO of that cinema chain, and he was just like very politely interrogating us, like just to see how we are, who we work for, and everything. And we had to think high. Like
you were elbowing me as he was walking over, being like, "Don't say a fucking word." And I was like, "All right." And he goes to introduce himself to me, and he asked me first, like, "Yeah, so what's your role?" And you just quickly chime in, and he's like, "Yeah, he's new. He's he's still in the ropes, and yeah, don't talk to him. Don't talk to him." I was literally about. I was halfway through opening my mouth, and you fucking swooped in, and probably for the best.
I saved us, Dools. We saw that movie, and it was great.
I could have completely derailed that evening if not if not for you.
I got you, Dools. I got you. But back on to the news. We've got 3 points left, and then we'll get into trivia, and then we'll get the fuck out of here, Dools, for you. Dools, let's start off with this. The Uncharted movie has started. The production of the Uncharted movie has started. Tom Holland's on set. Probably same with Mark Wahlberg. What are you expecting out of this catastrophe?
See, the thing is, there is potential, because the one thing I do like about this, and there's really not much to like, I don't even like the casting choices, but the one thing there is to like is that it is telling an original story. Because from what we understand, The Last of Us HBO show, as keen as I am for that, is going to be a direct adaptation of the game, which is like, well, guys, come on, like the game's already pretty fucking perfect, so if it ain't broke. But so with the Uncharted thing, I'm cautiously optimistic. It's like, well, there's less room to fuck up because they are just telling an original story. Clearly, it's following a younger Drake and a younger Sully. So yeah, I think there's potential for them to tell an original story, something okay. I mean, really, it just needs to be Indiana Jones light. That's all it needs to be. I mean, this would not be a hard movie to make. Make the action cool and fun. Have some witty dialogue. Mark Wahlberg and Tom Holland, while unusual choices for Nate and Sully, I think could have good chemistry and, are good actors in their own right. So I think they could pull it off. But, I just don't think they're going to do it, though. I just don't think it's going to be a good movie. I can't see it even remotely being a good movie.
Yeah, well, Ruben Fleischer, I believe that's his name, is the director.
Oh, no, that's the fucking Venom director, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the Venom
Christ.
director. That is the Venom director, indeed.
Fucking hell.
But he also directed Zombieland.
Oh, did he? Wait, the first one?
Yeah. Yeah, and the second one as well.
Okay, well, so that kind of humour, I think, could transfer well to an Uncharted film.
Yes.
I'm so curious as to what the fuck went wrong with Venom then. That's interesting.
Well, people loved it. People loved Venom. Well, one person did.
Oh, Jesus.
We got to get him on the show soon. We got to get him on the show.
Do we?
We I feel like we do.
With those kinds of opinions? I mean, I can't promise I'll behave around that man. I just can't.
I expect you not to. Dools. But yeah, I agree with you. Like, I'm intrigued more than anything with this film. I've got zero expectation like zero. But I think that's the perfect way to go into this. If exactly what you said, if it's Indiana Jones light, it'll be fun. I don't see it possibly being anything more than that.
Yeah, so this will be like the first video game to film adaptation where I've been genuinely invested in the game franchise. Like, I'm talking strictly film. Like, yeah, I'm pretty into the Witcher TV show and stuff. But this is like, and then The Last of Us will be the next one. But this is like the first video game to film adaptation where it's like, look, I would love it for it to be good because that would be awesome, and then more people would become aware of Uncharted. But it is also a game franchise where it's like, dude, these are already incredibly cinematic games, and it feels like you're playing an action movie already. So it's just going to be so hard to top. And these are like 8 to 10 hour campaigns where you really get to spend a lot of time with the characters, and they're going to try their best to condense that to two and something hours. So it's just films. That's why video game to film adaptations are so poor compared to like book to film. I mean, it's just because there's so much more exposition that you're losing in that conversion. But anyway, again, it might surprise us, but not holding my breath.
Yeah, exactly. If you go in the lowest possible expectations, then at minimum it's like, okay, it was a fun.
As I did that with Venom, and still disappointed.
Yeah, that was bad. That was really bad. All right, Dools, let's finish. We got 2 minutes left. Let's finish off with the big one. So, PS5 pre-orders could be limited to 1 per household.
Ooh.
Yeah, which gives us a bit of a nervous anxiety.
Yeah, I feel like this has got to be, but this is good news, right? I mean, this way, you know what fucking people are like with the launch of a new console and shit like that. There are always fucking scalpers out there who want to buy 5 or more or whatever, and sell them off at a fucking 100% markup. Come launch when they're all sold out. So, no, I think this is a good precaution for Sony to take. If you
How are they going to police it?
Sorry?
How are they going to police it?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously people can, still put in pre-orders at all kinds of different stores and stuff, but I feel like this definitely mitigates that, just like the, just people taking advantage of it anyway, I feel like. So, yeah, I'm feeling more confident. Like this and, the news that they do plan to, like, double production almost, I'm feeling pretty confident that I'll be able to get one at launch.
Yeah, so do I. We're going to get one, Dools.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Has even if you're only able to secure a pre-order and I'm not, like, let's just say that I'm going to get that PS5 anyway. All right? You understand me? You understand
you don't have keys to my apartment, Dools. I just locked the doors. Dools, let's finish up on something good, something exciting, something intriguing. Mentioned it in the forepost of the podcast, the intro. The Avengers directors, the Russo brothers, have come out and revealed that the next huge Marvel feat that they will helm is Secret Wars. Dools, this is going to be sick. They've outlined this. This is going to be the biggest MCU movie made to date.
Sorry to burst your bubble. I don't think they said they were doing it. They've talked about it. It's just them talking about it again. That they would love to do it, and they've said this in the past. This is definitely not confirmed.
They hinted an MCU return.
I mean, look, it sounds like they, they keep saying that they will come back to do it, and look, I mean, if it ever does happen, then yeah, they'll probably direct it. But I mean, no, they've already talked about this before, so. Oh man, you really gonna be fact checking this, man? Jesus Christ!
What is Secret Wars?
This is just embarrassing. This is live, dude. This is just embarrassing.
What is Secret Wars, Dools?
I think it's just another fucking monster mashup of heroes. Teaming up, take down villains. Awesome. Love it.
It'd be curious to see that, like, if they do go ahead with it, because, like, if they do go ahead with it, 1, the Russo brothers' paycheck would be huge. And 2, they say that it's going to be the biggest MCU movie of all time.
So that would literally be everyone. They have the rights to everyone now. So it's X-Men, Fantastic Four, all the Avengers, blah blah blah. It's everyone. That just sounds like. I mean, you need another 10 years to set that up, though. So
yeah, you do.
You need that needs to be at the end of like phase 6, and we're only just starting phase 4. So with Black Widow. So yeah, that's like another. I mean, yeah, that could be another 20 or more movies till fucking in 2025. Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, whenever. I mean, yeah, a long way away.
Yeah, exactly. But it's exciting. I'm just excited to see like what the future really entails with MCU, because right now it's a bit cloudy. It's as clear as mud at the moment. But yeah, we'll find out, Dools, I guess. Like we'll take it. We just want to see a new Marvel movie, to be honest. I've been rewatching them all. It's been such a joy, but I'm really keen to see where they go, because Endgame was the goal since like 2008. So I'm super keen to see where they go, Dools. But that's the end of the news, Dools. Do you want me to pass over the old steering wheel over to you for Trivia Tuesday that's on a Wednesday?
Sure do, Haz. Give us a jingle.
It's Trivia Tuesday on a Wednesday.
I severely regret asking you to do that.
Your news jingle was like, it's a fucking news. What do you want from me?
Got me there. Has
you, mate.
Mixing it up this week. We're gonna, we've been talking games, so why not continue that trend? I've got some video game trivia for you. You ready?
All right. Yeah.
Now I would know all of these right off the bat. So I mean, obviously, I might be
There's gonna be some Halo questions, isn't there?
yeah. Come on. There might be one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's just get right into it. So I feel like you've listened to game podcasts and the like before, the same ones as me. So I mean, like I feel like you should be alright here, but we'll see.
I'm keen.
We'll just ease in. Has question 1. What are Mario and Luigi's professions?
They are not race car drivers. They're not Italian entrepreneurs. They are plumbers.
That's correct. That's correct. Good job.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Let's turn it up a notch.
This is gonna take a turn. This is gonna take a turn with you.
Question 2. Which first-party PlayStation studio develops the Gran Turismo games?
Oh, I know this. Oh my god. Fuck. Oh my god, that's a great question.
A Japanese studio.
Yeah, I know, but fuck. Oh my god. Like, I rewatched the PlayStation 5 reveal, like, last week.
Ooh, the whole thing. Oh, nice.
Can you give me a hint, by any chance?
It's something digital. How about that? So, yeah.
I'm not going to be able to get it.
Gonna have to count down, Has. 5.
It's not Devolver 4. Digital.
3.
I'm not sure.
2.
Go ahead, what is it?
It's Polyphony Digital.
Polyphony!
Yeah, yeah.
That was a good question.
Cheers, Has. That's all right. That's okay. They're more like, they're not obscure by any means, but their name is not as prolific as, say, Sucker Punch or
No, totally. But they're not very regular as well. You see them once every decade. But like that's a good question.
Question 3. What won the Game of the Year award at the 2019 Game Awards? So
I want to say. Do I have to put the full title?
Can
I just?
Oh, just no. I mean, just whatever.
Was it Sekiro? I think it was Sekiro because I remember. Oh, was it? I remember you messaging me being like, "Hey, dude, yeah, fuck yeah, it's also my favorite game of the year. I'm gonna go Sekiro."
Correct.
Yes. I was
Very
thinking
good.
it's either Sekiro or Fallen Order.
Yeah, actually, if I remember correctly, I think Fallen Order missed like the deadline to be eligible. I think
That's what it was.
it would have been. I think probably the runner-up might have been like fucking Untitled Goose Game or some shit, which actually won the
Fuck
BAFTA
yeah, man.
Best Game of Year award, which is a little ridiculous. But anyway,
That's hilarious.
moving on. Question 4. Insomniac developed a game exclusively for the Xbox One that came out in October of 2014. It was...
Sunset Overdrive.
Correct. Good job. I wasn't
That's
sure if
fucking
you'd get
good,
that
right,
one,
mate.
Has. That's good stuff. It's actually a
I
really
was
fun
just
game.
It is, yeah. That's the same developers as Spider-Man, isn't it? Like the same team.
Yeah, you
That's how they got
play
the-
Sunset Overdrive. You can definitely feel like this was like the precursor to Spider-Man's Traversal. It actually feels quite similar. It's pretty good.
Yeah, nice. I've never played it, but yeah, I'm keen.
Yeah, Sony owns the IP now. Chance it could come to PlayStation, so who knows? Question 5. The name of the protagonist in the Metroid series is...
Is it Samus? I only know it off Samus.
Yep, correct.
Oh, thank God, Lord. I was thinking about Smash Brothers.
Now, here's a tricky one. Now, I want you to think long and hard about this one. Don't give your knee-jerk answer.
Okay.
Because, yeah. So, to date, what is the best-selling PS4 exclusive? I'll tell you right now, it's a first-party game, so it's not like Bloodborne or anything that's second-party.
Gotcha.
It's a first-party game.
All right, it's down to 2. So, first party, do you mean like it's a PlayStation exclusive?
So, yeah, it's PS4 exclusive.
PS4
Came
exclusive.
out only
Okay,
on
cool.
PlayStation 4.
Cool. So it's not fucking GTA 5. Okay. So my thinking is God of War. But it might be Spider-Man. But I think Spider-Man was the fastest selling. But I think that God of War was more the longevity. I'm going to go God of War.
That is incorrect. It's Uncharted 4.
Really?
Yeah, blows them both out by a mile.
Fuck. There,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that. Would not have thought that. There you go.
There you go. All right, that's all right, Haz. You're doing pretty well there.
Wow. I didn't know that. Wow. There you go.
Yeah, Uncharted 4 with about 60. I mean, look, God of War and Spider-Man could beat it in the end. I mean, Uncharted 4 it's got 2 years on them, but yeah, no, dude, don't underestimate Uncharted. It's a very popular series.
No, I completely forgot about it, if I'm being honest. I love Uncharted.
Question 7. What was the Nintendo Wii almost called?
Got no fucking clue.
Take your mind back to late 2005, if you can remember back that far. So it was going to be called the Nintendo blank.
I don't
Obviously.
know. Something. I remember a console having a code named Dolphin.
Let me give you a little. Yeah, that's the GameCube. Let me give you a little hint. It's the synonym for uprising. Might give it away actually.
Synonym for uprising. Revolution? I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
Jesus, that's
Fuck, I
so
fucking
dumb.
gave it to you.
That's so dumb. That's such a dumb name. The Nintendo Revolution.
I mean, it's a cool sounding name, but I mean, I think their reason was, I remember Reggie gave a quote. He was like, look, like, it's just hard to say in other languages and stuff, blah, blah, blah. Wii is just so, easy and identifiable. And, I mean, they were right. I mean, that thing sold like fucking crazy, so.
Yeah, so like hotcakes.
All right.
So
Okay,
baffled by the Uncharted question. Wow.
Yeah, I think Spider-Man's close. I think Spider-Man's like behind it with like 13 something, and God of War is like, I think actually Horizon's even sold more than God of War. So
Really?
yeah, it's sold a lot, but yeah, no, it's not as much as you might think. Anyway,
Wow.
question 8. Which of the following franchises was the studio Naughty Dog responsible for? A. Ratchet and Clank. B. Sly Cooper. C. Jak and Daxter. D. Twisted Metal.
Alright, so Ratchet and Clank's Insomniac. Sly Cooper's Sucker Punch. Twisted Metal is Sony Santa Monica. So Jak and Daxter is Naughty Dog. Yes.
Correct.
Do I get extra points for naming the other ones?
I'm not positive that Twisted Metal was under... No, I think it might have been. Yeah, I think you're right on that. No bonus points, Has. Don't be fucking greedy. Has, question 9.
Go ahead.
Now, this is a tricky one, I'll be honest.
Here we go.
Which long-time Nintendo collaborator, did a lot of second-party titles for them, did Microsoft acquire as a first-party studio in 2002?
What?
So, a developer that did a lot of work with Nintendo up until the early 2000s, had a lot of big games on the N64, were then purchased to become a first-party studio.
Rare?
Correct.
Fuck yeah.
Has, you know your shit, dude. Know your shit.
Oh my god, because I was thinking it was like Conker's Bad Fur Day and Banjo-Kazooie. I was like, here we go. That's how I thought of it. Nice, Dools. That was a good one. Perfect dark as well.
Cheers, Has. And the last one. The question you were waiting for. The protagonist of the critically acclaimed and arguably greatest FPS franchise of all time, Halo, is called Master Chief, or sometimes more formally referred to as Spartan...
Chief. It's just, he gets called Chief a lot.
No, but the question is, he's called Master Chief, or sometimes more formally referred to as Spartan...
Damn it, Dools. Damn it. Spartan... Is it like a rank in the military?
It's a 3-digit number. This is
well.
Spartan... Dun dun dun.
143.
Wow, Jesus Christ. 117. Come on. I thought that was easy.
No, it's not easy. Well, it might be easy for anyone that's played Halo.
You did pretty well, man. You did pretty well. Let's just quickly go over it. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of 10. I'm not going to lie. I thought you mightn't do too hot on this one, but I'm...
That was a good one, Dools. That was a good one. There was,
cheers.
I wasn't forced to edit out any questions that time. Which is it's just pleasing to see.
Well, I'm just glad you didn't, say some outrageously racist stuff like you did last time. So that's also...
Dools, take us home.
As this has been the More Cops on Duty podcast. Thanks for stopping by, having a bit of fun. Tune in each and every week for the 2 installments, because we're pumping out 2 of these bad boys a week now. As has mentioned at the top, we'll probably do an Xbox event review, where we'll just get to talk about the new Halo in depth, which Has can't wait for. Which will
I'm going to play it, because I'm going to buy the new Xbox. There's going to be fucking nothing else coming out. You know what I mean, Dools? So I like your idea that you came to me, you're like, we should play all the other ones before.
Oh, yeah. Cool. They hold up, dude. They're fucking great. So,
yeah, mad game.
That'll be out Friday. In the meantime, we're on the socials. We're on your podcast platform of choice. We're More Cops and Duty. We're out.